Alright folks, this is a 720 camera also, but it's not a webcam. This is a camcorder. I'll show you a picture of this right here, what I'm using, or I'll put it over there somewhere. I'll put this somewhere. But this is a Sanyo xacti WH1, and I've got it on its highest setting right now, and I think I get pretty damn good color and pretty damn good quality using this, as long as I don't move it around too much. This camera is waterproof, but it does not have a remote, and the batteries are very small, and you can't get bigger batteries for them because the batteries are stored internally in the camera, which the place where the batteries go are no bigger. You can't put a bigger battery in there unless you tear the door off, and then it won't be waterproof. So as I sit here and look at the rain, and I look at this waterproof camera, I think maybe, you know, how crazy am I? How much do I want to go fishing in that canoe? See, the deal with this camera is I can't stop it and start it every time I need to. You know what I'm saying? I can't start the recording when I start to catch a fish. So I would have to just put the damn thing on the tripod and set it to record and let it record the whole time I'm not catching anything or saying anything, which is going to be very freaking boring for y'all to watch the whole thing, because you'll probably see 3 hours or so of me fishing, that's usually how long it takes. A couple, 2-3 hours. Or I would have to go through all that footage to find out and edit out the crap and just leave in the good stuff where I caught something and said something. I mean, it's just very you know, convenient for me to use that Canon that I have with the remote control. But this damn camera, man, I haven't used this camera in so long. I bought this camera. This is actually my second one that I've had like this. The first one, there's a glitch in the camera. If you don't use it for a while, the only way you can get this thing to come on is with the power supply that comes with it, that you plug into the wall. Okay, you have to put a battery in and plug that in and wait for a few minutes before it comes on, because I think there's some kind of an internal battery that goes low or something. But the first one I had, I couldn't get it to power up. I couldn't figure out how to get it to power up, so I thought it was a piece of shit. I thought it was broken. So I tore it into pieces and looked inside and did what men do, just playing with it, seeing how it was made. So I went ahead and bought another one, this one you're looking at now, and it did the same thing. It wouldn't boot up. It wouldn't freaking power on or nothing. So I thought maybe my batteries was dead. So I tried the damn power pack. I I plugged it into the wall, and it started working. Then I noticed this problem again and again and again, and it does the same damn problem with fresh batteries. Okay, it just sometimes it will not power on unless you plug it in to the wall with a battery in it, which is what I did today. So 3 minutes is enough, folks. Goodbye. Well, you just saw that, folks. The battery died, so I guess I do need to charge this battery up. It says it's full, though. Maybe that's just because it's plugged in. Alright, let me show you this camera for a minute. Obviously, I'm using another camera to show it to you. I've got it plugged in now. I took y'all outside for just a second, and the battery died on me, so I'm going to charge this up and go do another underwater test for y'all. Over here we've got a record button. Here on the back, let me move that out of the way for you. Oops. Over here on the back we have a dual button here. You can take still shots with it, or you can record the video, or you can play back what you've already recorded, or the video or the pictures that you've already taken. And you've got a menu, and then you have a set button, and this is a four-way. All around that set button is a four-way. As you open it up, inside you have a
store to the internal memory. Please set the date.
Yeah, it talks to you. I don't want to set the date, so forget that. Let's just get out of that menu. And in here is where you put your memory card. All these compartments are waterproof. On top of it, you have a rocker switch for zooming and zooming out. On-off switch on the front is your lens. You have a flash down here, and right here on both sides of that. See those little things I'm pointing at are microphones. Okay, you can see those microphone holes there above the flash. Now once you submerge this in the water, your microphone holes are going to be most likely clogged with water. So what I suggest you do after you use that is put some suction to those two microphone ports with just your mouth. I mean, you can, all you got to do is just go and suck the water out. That's fucking nasty. You want to be careful what kind of water you had it in. Don't stick it in the toilet and then suck the water out, of course. You don't want to, who's going to want to film inside the toilet anyway? No, forget that. Just don't even worry about that. But I don't know what kind of freaking shit's in my lake, so don't swallow that water. The viewfinder does reverse all the way around, so you can watch yourself if you'd like. I know a lot of people like to watch themselves. I don't particularly care. I get sidetracked in what I'm doing and what I'm videoing other than looking at myself. Down here, this opens up. And that's the battery compartment. Alright. I showed you the batteries already. Batteries are these little deals. They don't hold a whole lot of power. This battery is 3.7 volts and it's a 2300 mega amp hour. You can see that. That's the battery that it takes. Lasts about an hour, I guess you could say. I got 3 of them. That's my waterproof camera, folks. On the next clip, you're going to see it underwater. Here's test number 1. See if that bass is going to come up there with that camera sitting there. Here he comes. He got it. I got another one of my wonderful ideas. I'm going to take these beers and I'm going to pour them in here. Well, let's see. See that? That jug? Yep, I'm going to pour those beers in there. On top of the camera. So my camera is going to be inside the beer as I drink it. Let's try this. Alright, folks, here we go. Hope it works. It's still working. Alright, number 1. Oh, that's going to be hard to pour without getting it all foamy everywhere. There comes beer number 1. There comes beer number 2. to 3. Alright everybody, this is just for a different angle of this video. I've already poured 3 of those into this picture. And in there, if you can see in there, it's my other camera. Okay, so I have an under beer camera for this next video that I'm gonna do. Let's see what we got here. There's 3 beers in there already. I don't know if I should really pour another one. Oh, that's good. Camera beer. First ever beer cam. It's fogged up. The lens got foggy. It's fogged up because of the temperature difference. It's fogged up. The lens got foggy. I'm getting there. It's fogged up because of the temperature difference. The light's still blinking, so I guess that means it's still working. Getting there. The light's still blinking, so I guess that means it's still working. Let's take it out and wash it off and make a movie. Let's take it out and wash it off and make a movie.